I wanted to find out if eating like popular fitness influencers would actually be good for me. Will they help me achieve my fitness goals of muscle growth and fat loss? Or if nothing else, would I just learn a few new recipes? So I'm sure by now you've had baked oats. If you haven't, you're definitely missing out. I find Whitney's baked oats were actually really good because she really only used like 3 ingredients and then sprinkled in a bunch of toppings and then baked it. So I actually really enjoyed this recipe because it's super simple, especially in the morning. I really don't want to think. That's why I usually just stick to eggs and toast because it's very simple for me. I actually enjoyed the taste. This time I actually cooked it for only 25 minutes like it said, and it turned out really good. On to lunch. Now technically it was like a breakfasty type lunch, but whatever, I don't care. Brunch, I guess, who knows. Either way, it was good because I got to throw in some eggs and some spinach, and then once that kind of cooked up, then you threw in some cheese and kind of let that melt for a little bit, and then you threw your tortilla on top, and then you did some magic and hopefully get it out of the pan all nice. And then I layered on some of that turkey. I did portion things out so that it was, per serving basically. When it comes to the avocado and tomato, yes, that's avocado. I know it looks like baby doo-doo. I'm so sorry about that, but it was like a day old. But you know how avocado goes, right? First it's ripe and then 3 days later, not. So this wrap actually turned out to be really good. I'm definitely gonna make these kind of like brunch lunch wraps for sure. Quick and easy. So obviously I've had like that shake and bake before, so I've never really made my own crusted chicken. So I had panko, she used breadcrumbs, and then you basically kind of season it with whatever seasonings that you like. You had some melted butter in there, and then you add in just a little bit of olive oil just to kind of help everything not burn and the butter not burn. So that was kind of neat. So the cool thing that I liked about this recipe was the sour cream. Now my camera didn't record that part, but you smear a little thin layer of sour cream on. I was using the light kind. And then you also sprinkle on and pat in your breadcrumbs. And then you throw in the oven at 425 for about 20 minutes. This was chicken cutlets, so they're a little bit thinner. And then the mashed potatoes, I mean, we all know how to make mashed potatoes. We are using sweet potatoes here, so we can put in a little bit of maple syrup, which my husband really liked too, and then a bit of salt to kind of bring out that sweetness. I think I probably went back 1 or 2 more times just to add a bit more maple syrup in. So I think I used about 2 tablespoons for this amount of potato. And I thought it was good. I mean, you can always just sweeten it up or not. It's up to you. So normally Whitney had like green beans or some kind of like vegetable on the side. We weren't super hungry, so we kind of
So Whitney's food was actually really enjoyable. So 5 out of 5 for taste, 5 out of 5 for prep, because really most of her food was like 3 or 4 ingredients. Super basic, which I love. I'm a busy mom, so I don't have time to like prep all this food. But overall, if you're a basic bee like me, her food was super amazing.
So with Chloe, I did another baked oats. I wanted to kind of compare them, and they're basically the same. Chloe used a little bit more ingredients. Her protein was a little bit higher than Whitney's, which was kind of nice. But overall, honestly, if you're just in a pinch for time, just do Whitney's because it's only 3 ingredients and you can just customize it however you want. She threw in peanut butter and jam at the end. I just had my own jam in the fridge and my own peanut butter, so it wasn't anything fancy, but I actually liked it. 25 minutes in the oven was good enough. So lunch was cool. It was a Tex-Mex salad with chicken, so that was neat. I had some roasted corn that I had from the night before, obviously canned black beans, and then some quinoa that I had, and here's my avocado, beautiful as it should be. And then I had some cherry tomatoes that were from my garden, so I like those a lot. And then also I had this pre-grilled cooked chicken from Costco. It was cool because it was 2 pounds of chicken for like $10, and it was like resealable bags. And it was nice because I didn't have to worry about cooking chicken. It was just good to go. So I threw on some cilantro, and then for dressing it was just simple as, tossing on some cumin, salt and pepper, a little bit of lime juice, some olive oil, and that was good. But the second time around I made this salad, I used salsa, and I found that was even better. Now for dinner, it was teriyaki chicken. So I just diced up a chicken breast fine right here, as you can see. Just kind of saute that off, put it to the side, and then diced up and sauteed some yellow squash and bell pepper. So cook that off until it was done. And then you just threw back in the chicken, and then you added your teriyaki sauce. Her recipe calls for sake, but I didn't have any, so I used chicken broth. And I thought the sauce was really good. Very simple. It was like 3 ingredients. It was awesome. We threw it over a bed of rice, and even my husband loved it so much that we both went back for seconds.
Miss Chloe Ting. I actually really enjoyed her food, so 5 out of 5 for taste and between a 3 and a 4 out of 5 for prep, because there was a lot of food in there that you had to like chop up, or there was multiple ingredients and you have a variety of steps to use. But overall, I thought it was great. My only critique is that it's low carb. I don't eat low carb. I love my carbs. I just gobble them all up into my face. Just give me all the carbs I can. So good job, Chloe, on that. You rock.
Ricotta toast, guys, seriously, I don't know why I never thought about doing this myself, silly me, but it was amazing. I usually just eat ricotta by itself with some berries and sprinkle on some maple syrup or honey. So I thought this was really cool to like fry up a banana and then put whatever toppings you want on there. As you can see, I have some strawberries and some blueberries. My toast was a little small. I probably should have used 2 pieces of bread. Honestly, I had enough ingredients for it. For some reason, I just tried to make it work. But yes, as you can see, I'm just layering on some maple syrup. It was amazing. So for lunch, the orzo pasta, it was new to me. I never really had orzo before. And as you can see, 1 serving size gave you a lot of pasta. So you felt like you were eating a lot, which I like because, like I said before, I love my carbs. And then you just throw in a can of tuna, any tuna you want. This is just in water. And then whatever vegetables. I had chopped up some cucumber, I chopped up some carrots. I believe I even throw in a little bit of tomatoes again from my garden, and a little bit of olives. And you just kind of toss it with whatever seasonings you like again. Here I have some lemon that I'm squirting over, and then some olive oil. Season it really well with some salt and pepper, and it was really good actually for this salad. Oh yeah, and I'm even throwing in some Italian seasoning as well. So yeah, definitely chef approved. This was great. I probably should have tossed it a little bit better, but oh well. So here we are for dinner. We have chicken fajitas. I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with chicken fajitas. That's one of the best things. Quick and easy meal night, So here it is. I had some, obviously, chicken. That was the same chicken that I had from Costco. So I was like, screw it. I'm just going to use this Costco chicken and warm it up in a pan. And that's what I did. So I fried up our peppers and onions, warmed up the Costco chicken. I put on the sauce, made my wrap, and it was great.
All right, and the last girl is Natasha. I actually enjoyed eating her food a lot. So 5 out of 5 for taste, and about 3 to 4 out of 5 for prep, because a lot of the food you had to maybe boil the pasta or chop up all the vegetables and fry everything and assemble your taco or your burrito. So yeah, it was a little bit more involved, but I definitely think it's worth it. And her meals for sure can be meal prep, so that's pretty cool. So that ricotta toast with banana tasted exactly like Bananas Foster's, I kid you not. So if anything of all of these recipes, try that one, because that one blew my mind. Like, I couldn't believe I was eating almost like dessert for breakfast. It was that good. So if you enjoy fitness review videos, I highly suggest checking this one out over here. And until the next one, peace.